Welcome back to the Criminal Motives Podcast. My name is Matthew Phifer. I am your host. Today we're going to be talking about this situation with David. If you're not familiar, David is a R&B artist, and there was a body discovered in the back of his car. I should say in the front of his car, because it was found in what's called the frunk of a Tesla. With certain Teslas, they have the trunk in the front, so they call it a frunk. And the body was someone that he was dating at one point in time. And not only that, but it was decomposing and it was dismembered, and it was an underage girl. So there's a lot going on here. And so we're going to watch this video and I'll give you my thoughts and I'll give you my reactions to everything that's going on and give you some updates to what's going on as well. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like notification, make sure you hit the bell notification, and subscribe to this channel so you're updated every time I upload a new video. I also make sure if you go down to the description box down below, you will also see my Substack. Make sure you subscribe to my Substack as well. So with all that being said, let's get this show started.
I want to get you to an update here. Really bizarre story in Southern California. The body found in singer David's Tesla has been identified as a missing teen girl. Her remains were discovered in the trunk of that Tesla in a tow lot in Hollywood. We want to go out right now to Fox 11's Christina Gonzalez with the very latest in this investigation. Christina, what can you tell us tonight?
Well, we're in Lake Elsinore. That teenager, her name, Celestea Rivas, she was 13 years old when she was last seen leaving this home back in April of 2024. Now, her family had no idea that her case could be connected to the Tesla until they get a call from TMZ last week. Now, keep in mind, right now, David, the artist, he is not considered a suspect. He's not considered a person of interest. We're told he is cooperating, but he canceled his tour date in Seattle, the next one. And people here are saying, what's going on? So let's show you.
No.
Few words from those arriving at the Lake Elsinore home where 15-year-old Celeste Rivas disappeared in April of 2024. Where her family has just found out that it is her partially dismembered body that was found in the trunk of a Tesla, registered to popular singer-songwriter David Anthony Burke, known by the stage name David. TMZ broke the girl's identification after speaking to her mother.
It was a very heart-wrenching conversation. She was very upset and said that all she knew is that, her daughter had been missing all of this time. She told us that she was aware that there was a boyfriend named David.
And that her daughter had a tattoo with the letters "sh" on her right index finger.
That the color of the ink of that tattoo was red, which was something that police had not released to the public.
The singer, who has been cooperating with police, had continued his tour after the body was discovered, but he just canceled his next date in Seattle.
But it just seemed odd to us that, gosh, your car, such a grisly discovery in your car, and that you're just out on tour. You would think that, you'd want to find out what happened here, because this is just a very bizarre case.
Especially because one of his videos actually features a body being put in the trunk of a car.
It's just eerie considering what ended up happening in David's car.
I just hope that the truth comes forward.
Celeste's neighbors on the street she grew up at.
Justicia.
Justice is what family and friends are asking for.
Whatever happened could happen to someone else, and it's just scary.
Welcome back. Before we get started, I just wanted to say that I know that my content can be very triggering for some people. It can be very heavy for other people. This is the reason why I partnered with BetterHelp, so you can get the help that you deserve from a licensed therapist in the comfort and convenience of your home. Doesn't matter if you are struggling in a couple situation, in a marriage situation, as an individual, or if you have a teen in the home. BetterHelp has someone available for you. They have couples therapists, they have individual therapists, and they have teen therapists. So if that is something that you are struggling with, make sure you connect with a BetterHelp therapist. The links are down below. You'll get 15% off your first month of therapy. And coming from someone who has been to therapy themselves, you will feel so much better. Also, if you want to stay up to date with some of the stories that I talk about, make sure you subscribe to my Substack. The links for that is also down below in the description. With that being said, let's get back to the show. All right, so I'm not saying he did it, but I am saying that most likely I wouldn't be surprised at all if in the next few hours or next couple of days that we find out that he is not only a suspect, but that they do consider him a suspect or a person of interest. I understand that they say that he's not. I understand that there's there's a process that they have to go through to be able to consider someone a person of interest or a suspect. But so some of the things that they said in the video, I think there is a lot that did not get said in the video. So number one, when I looked up David and some of his songs and some of the things that he has going on, they did mention one of his videos. So in one of his music videos, there's literally them putting a dead body in the trunk of a car. There's also a song or a video named "Romantic Homicide." That the video was posted on Celeste's birthday. So before I go down the list of all the egregious things that have happened that let me know that he should be the main suspect, let's not glaze over the fact that this is a 20-something-year-old man dating a 13 to 15-year-old girl. Dating an underage girl, getting matching tattoos. So you mean to tell me that you're not only dating an underage girl, but you're getting matching tattoos? You're posting a music video on her birthday, and you're not a main suspect? There was also a situation where he used, in one of his music videos, after she was missing, he used a girl who looked eerily like Celeste in his videos. There's a song called Celeste. The title of the song is called Celeste, and the lyrics in that song are about David being obsessed with a girl named Celeste. I mean, I know what's that quote that life imitates art or something along those lines. It sounds like, I mean, even though they're saying that he's cooperating with police officers, it sounds like he's basically outlined and detailed everything that's happened throughout his music video and throughout his art. So not only is there a song called Celeste that he talks about being obsessed with a girl named Celeste, he also has photos with her. There's pictures of them together, so that no one can deny that they were dating. Even the mom, said that at the time that she was missing, that she knew that her daughter was dating a man named Celeste, or a guy named Celeste. I don't know if she knows that how old David is, or who he was, or anything like that. I hope that she didn't know that it was a man, and she assumed. I'm going to assume that she assumed that this was someone that was Celeste's age. But I think that a lot of this is pointing directly towards David. There was also, this is allegedly, big time allegedly. There's also allegedly pictures of him paying people off, paying people not to tell people that he's into underage girls. So we have a litany of different scenarios that point towards David being the person that did this, right? And even if he didn't necessarily do the actual deed, I would be absolutely shocked if he wasn't a part of it or didn't know about it, or and even the fact that she was in the trunk of his car, and when he found out, like, you know, it's like was some big surprise. Now, let me tell you how they found this car. So it was apparently abandoned, right? The car was abandoned. And people, over the course of several days, people in the neighborhood would walk by it, and it would developed a stench, right? So the body started, and so let me also let you know, it's not the entire body, portions of her body. I believe it was the head and the torso and like one or a couple of her limbs were found in the car. And when people in the neighborhood were walking by the car, it started to stink. And so someone called 911, or someone called, they called 911 to tell them about the abandoned car. But when they reported the car abandoned, they didn't report anything about the stench. And so police came, they had the car impounded. And then it was while the car was impounded that someone who works the impound noticed the stench again and then reported it. And then that's when things started to hit the fan. So what's interesting about this whole thing, like, I can't even imagine, right, not knowing where my car is, not keeping track of it, having it abandoned for several days, having it impounded for several days, not knowing where my car is. I understand that as a celebrity, you might have multiple cars, but you would know where a car is, right? You're not being this frivolous with possessions, right? So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. But in my opinion, it looks, I don't want to say it's him because I'm not trying to get sued. But allegedly, if all of these things are true, I can't imagine how this could be anyone else. And like I said, even if someone else did the deed, I can't imagine how he wouldn't A, know, or B, be a part of it. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And also make sure you hit the subscribe notification, hit the bell notification so you're notified every time I upload a new video. I talk about things like true crime. I talk about things that are current events in the news, different stories that might be happening online. So with all that being said, thank you very much, and I will see you in the next video. You guys have a good one.